We are in front of G.D. Norman, a foundry plant in England, where we had the opportunity to equip one full dust collector with the MAC pulse valve by replacing existing diaphragm pulse valve. This plant produces steel castings for the automotive industry, where lots of dust is generated through the manufacturing process. The challenge here was to improve the lifetime of the valve, to optimize the cleaning efficiency of the dust collector, and to decrease the air consumption of the whole plant. We have the chance today to interview the senior maintenance engineer of the plant, who will tell us about the benefits and improvements G.D. Norman reached with MAC. You'll see, results are quite impressive.
What has been your previous experience with the plant dust collectors and the existing pulse valves?
Well, our experience with the old system that we had in place, I mean, it's been there for 25 years. We're finding that we're having to maintain it a lot more regularly. Every 12 months we're going over the valves. We're servicing them, we're changing the diaphragms, we're giving them all a good check over, but we're still finding that they're failing before the 12-month period is up. Obviously it's given us a lot of air leaks, a lot of extra air consumption, which is not really where we want to be. That is the main reason that I've been looking for a solution that would do away with these valves and replace them with something more modern, more efficient.
What has been your experience with the MAC pulse valves? Can you briefly describe the data logging procedure you did before and after the installation?
Yeah, our experience with the MAC valves has actually been surprisingly good. When we first installed the valves, our pulse control unit actually failed. So we had to use the manual operated switch on each valve just to pulse our extraction until the unit could be repaired. Now, during this time, we only pulsed minimally by hand, and the results were still a massive improvement on where we were with the original valves when they were working perfectly. It was fantastic. Now, before we installed these valves, we had been doing some tests to make sure that we could verify how our extraction had been improved. We were taking wind speed readings from 3 test points where the actual operators stand on our extraction unit. We also took the fan motor current and had a flow meter installed for the air consumption. So we know exactly where we were before the test, and we know exactly where we are with the new MAC valves fitted. So yeah, it's worked out pretty well for us.
During the monitoring of the valves, what have you noticed in your test results?
Yeah, we've noticed some significant changes. We started monitoring back in July this year. We monitored the wind speeds, which we had variations between 12 kilometers an hour to 8 kilometers an hour at different test points. We also monitored the fan amps. At the time was 119 amps, and our airflow, we were using 2.6 cmf per cycle. What we've noticed the difference now is that we can actually control the airspeed. We can vary it depending on the frequency of the pulses, which we've altered several times. We found that 30 kilometers is the ideal wind speed that we like, and this gives us a 5-minute duration between each pulse, whereas our original duration between each pulse was 10 seconds. So instead of having over 2 million cycles a year, we're down to less than 70,000. It's a massive saving on air, and it's, through our data we can actually see where that saving is. It's very significant.
What changes have you noticed to your daily production?
We've noticed the actual air quality has improved, which is it's actually visible. You can see that the foundry is much cleaner than it's ever been in the past. Our health and safety officer is due to do a inspection, a check of the air quality, and we should be getting those results within the next few weeks. But we anticipate that they will have improved since the last test.
We can provide you with a CPR, customer profit reinforcement, which proves return on investment and lower cost of ownership. Would you agree to carry out a CPR with us and share your data before and after the installation of the MAC valve?
Yes, absolutely. I don't see a problem with that. We've collected some good data, and yeah, I'm willing to share it. Yeah.
Now that you've been testing our solution for more than 2 months and that the results are satisfying, would you consider turning the remaining dust collectors from the existing solution to the MAC valve entirely?
Absolutely. It's always been my goal to reduce our air consumption. We have no backup system for air. What I really want, we've got 3 compressors. We have to run 2 at any one time. I've no backup system. I want to reduce the air so that I can actually have a complete backup system compressor-wise. Now, if we convert to MAC valves, I can see that I'm going to get very, very close to achieving that goal, which is really where we want to be. It's not just the fact that the MAC valves are going to save us a fortune per extraction unit, but it's also going to be less wear and tear in consumption on the actual compressed air compressors. There are savings all around for us. And that's where we want to be, yeah.